that Reb Shalom Mordechai touched everyone with his incredible, crazy optimism and betachon. I'm using the word crazy because that's a word that many people used in their minds, even if they didn't want to say it in their. But anyone who knows anything about his story and the completely irrational emunah and betachon that he had, that he's going out of prison. Going out of prison. I just saw that today, someone sent me something. Every week his daughter would bake a cake for his father, for when he's coming out of prison. And she had just finished baking the cake when they got the phone call. She took the cake with her to pick up her father. And that's obviously a betachon that she got from her mother and her father. It's a family which is totally infused with an incredible amount of betachon. And it touched people. That gili of the neshama, that emunah, that betachon touched people. And when people would come visit him, and they'd say, "Well, okay, we'll come back. I'll see you another time. You see me here? Why? I'm going to be here." But they had an absolute betachon, even when Alpi Derech HaTeva didn't seem there were no avenues left, but the complete betachon. Carrying that over into what we're talking about over here, we're all in prison. Do we all have betachon that we're getting out of prison? That's the question. And just like everyone senses and feels that it was his betachon that made it happen. It was the trachgut v'zayin. It was absolute betachon in Hashem that brought about his geula. We have to know the same thing is true about ourselves. Everyone thinks my prison is bigger than everyone else's prison. My sentence is a harsher sentence than everyone else's sentence. And for me to break out of my personal Otisville, right? It's not happening. And I tried so many times. We went through different court systems and this judge and that judge and the other judge. I'm stuck. It's a life sentence. And I think one of the powerful lessons that we have to learn is that we have to have emunah. We have to know who put us in prison. Who put us in prison? Hashem. My brother is Rosh Yeshiva in Chicago. My brother is Reb Shalom Mordechai's nephew. My brother got a phone call today from a former student of his in Yeshiva. And he said, I want to tell you what happened. 9 years ago, it was during the court case. The court case was in Iowa, which is, I guess not so far away from Chicago, a few hours drive away. So he was in. This person now he's there. I guess he's already married, but he was a bacher at that time, and he was in the highest class in the Shiur Gimel of the Mesifta. And the entire class they took two vans, two 15-passenger vans, and they went off they spent the day in the courthouse. They said Tehillim, and then that night they verbringed with Reb Shalom Mordechai. Reb Shalom Mordechai verbringed with them. And Reb Shalom Mordechai kept on talking to them about emunah and betachon. And then a few weeks later is when he was found guilty and he was taken away to jail immediately. So a few days later, a letter arrives in Yeshiva from Reb Shalom Mordechai, addressed to the Bachar who had come. And he says, I want you to know that although the verdict didn't go the way we wanted it to go, I don't want you to have any sfeikis be'emunah. I want you to know that Hashem is good, and everything He does is correct, and everything He does is proper and good, and there's a reason for this. And I don't doubt for a second that Hashem loves me and cares about me and is taking care of me, and you shouldn't doubt it either. So this Bacher was telling my brother today how much that impacted him at the time. Not only his emunah betachon, but shortly, within days after he was given the sentence, what's on his mind? What is he worried about? Is that there are some Bachrim in Yeshiva who might have a chalishus, might have shvachkeit, a weakness and emunah from this, so he made sure to sit down. That's what's on his head. You can imagine, after being convicted, that's on his head, to sit down and write a letter to the Bachrim to tell them, keep on having emunah and keep on having betachon. Reb Shalom Moshe knew very well that he was put in prison, not by the judge, the anti-Semite, but he was put in prison by Hashem. And he had emunah that with Hashem's help he would come out. And we have to know the same thing. The prison that we are in, every single one of us, is not self-created. As Alter Rebbe himself says over here, in Perek Lamed Aleph, that he should tell himself, "Hey, it's not true. I'm lowly, etc. I have my goof, my nefesh mahamis is lowly and disgusting and depraved, and this is a terrible prison. However, Ani lo yasisi es atzmi. I didn't create myself. I didn't create this prison. V'lama asa Hashem kazayis. Why did Hashem do this? Hashem didn't set me up to fail. Hashem didn't put me in prison and the point so that I should remain in prison. Hashem didn't send us to Mitzrayim that we should stay in Mitzrayim. Hashem puts us in prison, but what's the point of Him putting us in prison? Because He knows that every single one of us can come out of our personal prison and experience the incredible simcha, the personal incredible simcha, which we experienced as a group, as a community. We experienced yesterday. We can all experience that, and that's why Hashem put us in prison. But we have to keep the emunah b'tachon, knowing again those key words. Hashem did not set us up to fail. Believing in Hashem, a corollary of believing in Hashem means believing in ourselves. Because if you don't believe in yourself, you're not believing in Hashem. If you believe that you're a lost case, what are you saying about Hashem? You're saying that Hashem created a lost case? What kind of Hashem is that? Believing in Hashem means believing in your ability to come out of the prison.